Welcome to Rotu's DragonSoul Hero Review. I will try to objectively rate each skill on its own individual merit on a 1 through 5 star basis, as well as the damage. I will take a short stroll through suggested runes and end with an overall review that includes heroes I use with the hero in review, where I use them, then the final overall star rating, and to cap it off, whether I believe it's worth your time. Let's begin. Up for review this week, Bone Dragon. Her white active skill, Scorched Earth, consumes 50% of her remaining health to unleash a barrage of fireballs that each do 2 stars worth of physical damage. Has the physical damage trait and the fire damage trait. I don't like this skill. The range is relatively short, the damage isn't all that impressive, especially when it takes 50% health for no reason or benefit. I rate this as a 1-star skill. Her green skill, Tar Pit, spews black tar at the nearest foe, dealing 1 star's worth of physical damage. The target then has their attack speed reduced by 53.5% and takes 2 stars more damage over 6 seconds. Has the physical damage trait, toxic damage trait, and the damage over time trait. The game has an insane amount of grammatical errors and poor wording. It's usually just redundant wording, but this one is just hard to even read right. It took me like 8 tries. That said, the damage isn't impressive, but the effect is always a benefit. I rate this as a 2-star skill. Her blue skill, Restore, heals her weakest ally for 3,210 health over 4 seconds. Has no traits. Perhaps it's just me, but I find this skill entirely random. It's not a very big heal, it's kind of just thematically odd, but I guess it's here. Like other skills exactly like it, I rate this as a 2-star skill. Her purple skill, Negation Aura. Bone Dragon emanates death, giving her 214 magic resistance and empowering her other abilities. Each time one of her abilities does damage to an enemy, that enemy loses 149.8 energy. Has no traits. The damage resistance is meh. Should have just added that to her base stats. The energy loss, though, that's what Bone Dragon is all about. This is when Bone Dragon starts getting really fun. I rate this as a 4-star skill. Her orange, legendary skill, Fear. At the start of the battle, Bone Dragon reduces the energy of all enemies by 300 and then does 1 star's worth of physical, presumably magic, damage to all enemies every 6 seconds. Has the magic damage trait and the necrotic damage trait. This skill is unlocked when you promote to orange and then do 3 quests. Step 1, Bone Dragon and the Tome of Pure Evil. Sacrifice 2 tomes of unspeakable hearsay. Small collection was relatively easy. Step 2, win 30 hard expedition battles with Bone Dragon, not Orc Monk or Barbarian. This is easy. At worst, you only get a couple a day, but nothing too daunting. Higher difficulty should work as well. Step 3, lose 800,000 health in 1 day by using Scorched Earth. Only counts if you win. This is a lot easier the higher level you are. I found this one kind of annoying, but it's not really that hard. I try not to bring up every error. There's a lot. Bone Dragon should be capitalized, and it doesn't even specify the damage. This skill doesn't have any excuse of being really old. This skill does exactly what the name suggests. This is a horror to fight against. I find it better suited for defense. To level the playing field, it's always effective. This is a game-changing skill. I rate this as a 5-star skill. For runes, I use Blood, Hail, and Tree. I find accuracy is the most important stat. Excess is wasteful, but the risk of missing and not draining is worse to me. I use Blood for extra lifesteal and Tree for more health. Since her active skill dumps off half of it, more is better, and I still prefer health in my major runes. Old habits, I suppose. Other than accuracy and lifesteal, cap healing boost because she has the skill, why not? There's basically nothing else I really specifically aim for, because her active isn't very good. Even the traditional Fury and Conservation aren't that appealing. Bone Dragon is a hot mess. This is very much the ends justify the means kind of hero. Her ability to drain energy is amazing. The rest of her is bad or just very awkward. Now, my favorite grouping is to pair her with Cyclops Shaman and Plant Soul, and I also like her with fellow energy drainer Ninja Dwarf. She's in my pit fight group and my weakest line of Colosseum. As I improve her, so shall her position. I think Bone Dragon, while capable on offense, really shines as a war defender. She removes that advantage of a fully charged hero, and it's devastating. A strong counter to Bone Dragon is another Bone Dragon, of course, but also heroes who have strong non-active skills, such as Unstable Understudy, Barbarian, and Ninja Dwarf. I find work very well with her. and 2 should a legendary Medusa who can have her unit with 2 full bars of energy charged up. Overall, I rate Bone Dragon as a 4-star hero. She's a must-have to me, but only once you get her legendary. For all her oddities, once she's game-changing. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or even both, I encourage you to rate, comment, and even subscribe. Questions, comments, or suggestions are easier on Twitter, @RotuDS. Okay, that's the end.